we also mentioned that we got earnings today from the Canadian theater operator Cineplex. Record quarterly revenue. Strong box office performance from Barbie and Oppenheimer. We often call it Barbenheimer, lifting the total sales picture in the latest quarter. The theater chain said it saw a 40+% increase in attendance versus last year. Meanwhile, the Hollywood Actors Union has agreed to a deal that brings to an end the longest strike in the industry's history. After 118 days, SAG-AFTRA reaching a tentative deal with Hollywood studio bosses. Let's get some perspective on all of this now from Ellis Jacob. He's the president and CEO of Cineplex. Ellis, thanks for being with us. Very strong quarter for you at a time of broader uncertainty for Canada's economy. What's happening with the business?
We had an amazing summer, and it was actually our best quarter ever, pre-pandemic, and through all of that with the results. And Barbenheimer, as you said, was a huge success. And we had a great business through the whole summer period. And the good news is last night I was ecstatic when I found out that the strike was going to be behind us very shortly. So that will help us get the product back to where we were expecting it, and it should keep the strong flow of guests coming to our theaters.
What do the numbers look like on that? Did you already have to prepare for fewer releases this fall, or is the timeline for making movies long enough that this at least allows you to focus more on a better slate heading into 2024?
We had a few movies shift, not always specifically related to the strike. But for example, Dune now moved out of Q4 into the first quarter of 2024. And we had the same thing with Ghostbusters moving. So you're going to see a little bit of that. Benefit we also had was Taylor Swift, movie did extremely well for us in this period. So things are looking like, it's positive. There's going to be a few shifts, but the good news is the movies are there. They're not disappearing.
Just on that Barbenheimer phenomenon, do you think that has created fresh ideas in Hollywood about the box office experience?
I feel that you're going to see now a lot of, we saw sequels. We'll still see those, but I think you're also going to see a lot of original content. And I saw the movie Wonka in LA a couple of weeks ago, and I think from a family movie perspective, the movie's absolutely awesome.
All right. It's big stars. Willy Wonka and Dune, the same star in both of those films. So we'll watch to see that. Speaking of stars, and you mentioned Taylor Swift, unique for an artist to reach deals with movie theater operators. Can you talk to us a little bit about how that one came together for Cineplex?
Yes, and this was AMC in the U.S. actually were, dealing with the family and helping out with figuring out a release for this particular film. And I was approached by the CEO and said, will you do Canada? And we are the distributors for Canada for her film. And it's done extremely well for us. And what was surprising to me is the best grossing theater in Canada was actually Newfoundland.
Okay, there you go. There's a geographic anecdote. I'd ask the same question: if a concert film like that can have success, is that a one-off because of Taylor Swift, or does that also open the door to some new business ideas within your theaters?
No, we are continuing to look at these types of events as we, move forward into the end of this year and then into 2024. So. Taylor was really spectacular and really moved the bar in a big way and helped our business because when the product was an issue, we had the benefit of having her movie in the theaters. And I've seen it, and I think it's absolutely awesome.
And then on the economy itself, obviously today we've already heard about some job cuts at Canadian Tire. We are seeing a cooling for Canada's economy. How do you feel about the conditions for your business outside of, what big movies are coming to the theater?
One of the things we've seen in past recessions, and other than one out of the last four, the actual benefit is the box office does better. And the reason is we are one of the cheapest forms of entertainment, and you can have a great experience. And people cut out their travel, their other, expensive opportunities. But a theater is close to home and a great experience, and that, has continued to do extremely well.
Meanwhile, we just got some quarterly results from Disney, which has been a huge player at the box office for many years, but has had some of the biggest films over the last decade. And there was a focus when the company reported results on, it seemed like, stronger box office performance, as if they want to get back to the best titles over the last few years. How important is it for your business to see Disney swing at full capacity?
Yeah, it's important, and it is important that we've got the benefits of others like Amazon and Apple, also playing in on the theatrical side of the business. And I think that's going to rebound and help us as we move forward when there's more content coming to our theaters. And, we had a huge Apple movie over the last few weeks, and we've got another one with Napoleon coming out in the next few weeks.
Okay.